Hi, my name is Alyssa O'Connor. I moved to Castlemaine about 2 years ago to work in the local tourism industry, and this beautiful building, the Castlemaine Market Building, was my office. This small triangle of central Victoria boasts some of Australia's oldest community events and probably one of the fullest events calendars you will hope to find. Bendigo, Castlemaine and Maldon emerged as towns out of the chaos of great gold rushes that took place in the early 1850s. These new towns were cultural melting pots for people from all over the world. Festivals and events were the social glue that held the developing communities together. Those that emerged out of the gold rush and still continue today are now some of Australia's oldest, like the Maldon and Bendigo Easter parades, and the Bendigo Cup, which is actually older than the Melbourne Cup.
Imvula in front, Banana Man kicks, Banana Man!
And agricultural shows. Bendigo's and Castlemaines had both commenced by the end of the 1850s, and Maldon's began a few years later. Some of today's events cater for particular interests. For instance, the Mount Tarrangower hill climb. Today it's a classics-only event. Vintage motorcycles are now also a feature of the Mount Tarrangower hill climb, the oldest motorsport event in Australia. The Wesley Hill Market, where the locals have been shopping and socialising every Saturday for over 30 years on the Pyrenees Highway between Chewton and Castlemaine. New events are now emerging and establishing themselves, reflecting our modern lifestyles. These events are extremely vibrant and diverse and attract both locals and visitors alike. The monthly Castlemaine Farmers Market, held right in the centre of town, next to the Visitor Information Centre. Heritage Uncorked Wine Festival in Bendigo, a real feast of local wines and food in and around the city's beautiful 19th century buildings. Harcourt Apple Fest, a 2-day festival in celebration of the variety of produce of the Harcourt Valley.
Our pear juice or Harcourt apple juice?
Harcourt apple.
Yeah, all local made.
The Sawpit Gully Food and Wine Festival, held in the town of Elphinston, has a real community feel. A new event with a large variety of stalls and entertainment for all ages, the Taradale Festival is held in the town's scenic Mineral Springs Reserve.
I think it's beautiful. A real country fair.
Great site, great variety of stalls and terrific community feel to it. It's terrific. I'm enjoying it.
The nationally renowned Fryestown Antique Fair.
We've actually travelled about 750 kilometres from Bendigo to attend this market, and in my opinion it is about the best open-air antique market in Australia.
Absolutely mind-boggling, and we're from the Northern Territory and haven't seen anything like this before.
And for the green thumb and nature lover, or those aspiring to be, the Castlemaine and District Festival of Gardens. Then there are many other events that continue to excite and surprise. Like encountering a Chinese Harvest Moon Festival at Bendigo. Being awed by Aboriginal mythical beings at a historic gold mine. Seeing hot rods meet opera, a feature of last season's biennial Castlemaine State Festival, now 30 years old. Or witness a world film premiere at the Theatre Royal, mainland Australia's oldest theatre. Or cheering the world's best road cyclists in the Bendigo Madison.
Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Great riding.
Or taking a ride on an historic steam train.
All aboard!
And from time to time there are special ceremonies performed by the land's local traditional owners, the Djadjarong or Jarrah people, who welcome visitors to their country. Such as the Jarrah greeting for the Dalai Lama, who recently came to Bendigo to bless the site of the new Buddhist temple. During his speech, the Dalai Lama talked about the combination of knowing life and warm-heartedness, making humanity happier, peaceful, friendly and meaningful. I think the founders of our many events certainly share these sentiments.
With such an extensive calendar of events, we really are spoilt for choice. We can thank the dynamic and creative communities of the past and our current residents for the region's vibrancy. So Lee, what's on this weekend? We look forward to seeing you in the Goldfields.